You know those high-stakes meetings where the pressure is just intense. But what if I told you your most powerful tool wasn't what you said, but what you didn't say? Yeah, seriously. In this explainer, we're going to break down how to turn silence into your ultimate secret weapon. Let me ask you something. Ever walk out of a big negotiation or a really critical meeting and just feel completely drained? Like you've just run a mental marathon? If that's you, you're definitely not alone. And guess what? There's a way to change that.
Just picture it for a second. You're at the table. The stakes couldn't be higher, and every single eye is on you. They're all waiting for you to react. In moments like these, your composure isn't just about looking professional. It's a strategic asset. It's basically your currency.
And that brings us to this core idea, your silent strategic advantage. It's really time to flip the script on what we think it means to be powerful. Let's dig into why that quiet, controlled person in the room is often the one with all the power.
Okay, so let's look at this comparison. The old way of thinking about power, it was all about being the loudest person in the room, right? Aggressive, reactive. But that's not what works anymore. The new power, the kind that actually wins those tough negotiations, is quiet. It's composed. And it's incredibly strategic.
So what is this new approach? Well, we're calling it the silent shield. Think of it like a personal toolkit of nonverbal moves you can pull out to guard your mental energy and keep total control, especially when things get heated.
All right, theory is one thing, but let's get practical. We're about to break down two simple, but honestly game-changing hacks you can start using right away to build your very own silent shield. First up, we've got what's called the neutral mask. This whole technique is about projecting this unshakable calm, even if, on the inside, you're feeling the complete opposite.
So how do you do it? It's actually three pretty simple steps. First, just consciously relax your face. Let go of the tension in your jaw, in your forehead. Step two, keep your gaze steady but soft. You're not trying to have a staring contest. And third, this is key, keep your expression pleasant but totally unreadable. No big frowns, no smirks.
The strategy behind this is so simple, but wow is it effective. It just denies other people information. See, when they can't read your reactions, they have no idea if their tactics are landing. And that uncertainty, it buys you priceless time to think, to plan, and to respond exactly how you want to.
Okay, our second hack is all about the physical. It's called Command Your Space. This is all about using your physical presence to set boundaries and project authority, without having to be aggressive or loud about it.
And it's way easier than it sounds. For starters, just sit or stand tall. Feel centered in your chair. Don't shrink down. Actually occupy your space at the table, with your notebook or a glass of water. And finally, make your movements deliberate and calm. The goal here is to get rid of any of that anxious fidgeting. The power in this is just undeniable. Your posture, the way you own your personal space, it communicates authority and confidence before you've said a single thing. It sends a really clear, nonverbal signal that says, I'm here, I'm in control, and I'm not going to be pushed around. So what's the big payoff here? What happens when you get good at this stuff? It's a complete transformation of your impact at work. You go from feeling drained and constantly reacting to feeling centered and totally in control. Look, when you really master your silent shield, the benefits are huge. You start projecting this unshakable confidence. You stop burning through all your mental energy on drama and can actually focus on the big decisions. You'll find you can calm down a tense room just by your presence, and that lets you negotiate from a real position of strength. And, maybe best of all, set rock-solid boundaries without starting a fight.
When it all comes down to it, it's about control. When you use these silent strategies, you are the one setting the tone of the room. You're not reacting to them anymore. They are forced to react to your calm, composed center.
So, I'm going to leave you with this to chew on. Your silence, it's not a weakness, it's a strategy. It's a tool. The only question is, how are you going to use it?